everyone, my name is Ian. You're watching Big Rock Moto. Thank you so much for tuning in today. You might be wondering, why am I driving in my truck right now? Well, I'm excited to tell you that I'm on my way to finally pick up my Husqvarna Norden 901. I finally hope I said Husqvarna right. I always get criticized on the pronunciation. So here's what you can expect in episode 1 of this Norden series. I'm going to show you the process of kind of taking delivery of the motorcycle from the dealer in real time, because I'm actually going there right now. I'm going to show you exactly what the motorcycle cost here in the USA. I'm in California. I'll show you all the breakdown of the cost of the bike. I'll talk a little bit about sort of how I was able to get one this early on, and kind of some of the issues with being an early adopter of a brand new bike. I'm also going to stop at my friend Brian's shop, Pacific Power Sports. He's the US importer for things like Barkbuster handguards and Moto's tires, which are really popular. He's a great guy. I ride with him all the time. And I'm going to pick up some handguards and some tires that are going to go on this bike. So I'm excited about that. So it's pretty obvious that I'm pretty obsessed with motorcycles, and I'm so obsessed with bikes that I've already actually been ordering some aftermarket stuff for the Norden, even though I don't have the bike yet. So just this morning I ordered some double take, like the folding mirrors that are really nice. I ordered some oil filters. I ordered LED turn signals, because here in the US we get these ugly big turn signals. I want to convert them to the sleeker LED units. I also ordered, what else? Well, there's more stuff I can't remember, but I do have some aftermarket stuff I'm going to do. Oh, and I talked to Rocky Mountain, the nice guys over at Rocky Mountain ATVMC. They have a Norden in their shop, and they found out that the skid plate from the 890 or the 790 fits on the Norden. So they're sending me the Tusk skid plate for the bike. They're also sending me the pannier racks, which they found, I think, are the same ones from the 890, but I'll confirm that later or below. But I think they're the same ones, so I'll be able to use my Olympus panniers, or if I don't want to use the racks, I can use the Highland rackless bags as well. So thank you guys at Rocky Mountain for setting me up with that. So I'm one of the first in the USA to get the Norden 901, and I normally don't do this early adopter thing with motorcycles. Like, I normally wait like 6 months to see what issues they have before I commit to buying one. But there's a couple reasons that I wanted to get the Norden as soon as possible. One is that making these kind of videos is my business now, so I wanted to be the first like major YouTube outlet to have a Norden 901 and really do detailed videos with it. And there's a ton of requests for information about this bike, so I'm excited to be able to do that, and I'm grateful to be able to do that. The second reason is that the Norden is right up my alley. I love the 798 and 890 platform. I think it's one of the most amazing motorcycles ever made, despite some of the reliability issues that we all know that they do have. The performance is simply superb, and the fact that Husky took that and refined it and put it in a more attractive package, that's a very appealing bike to me. So that's the reason I'm getting a Norden. Now, in terms of being an early adopter, there's a lot of problems right now getting parts and support from Husqvarna. So I'm trying to get the Explore mode unlocked, which is just the traction control, the 1 through 9 traction control. This is the same as the rally mode on the KTM, on the 790 or 890. You have to unlock it, and there's a lot of weird information right now. Some people are saying it costs money, some people are saying it's free. My dealer says they don't have the ability to unlock it yet, but I just got a message from somebody in Lake Tahoe who said their dealer just unlocked it for them yesterday. So I'm trying to figure that out, because I want to show you all the functionality of the electronics of the Norden. So I'm working on that. So there's a lot of kind of stuff going on right now. I almost forgot. So just real quick, the backstory of getting my hands on one of these bikes. So all the bikes that are going to customers now, they have deposits on them. So there's very few actually sitting at dealerships in the US that you can go in and buy. This is just the environment we're in with COVID and the supply chain shortages and all this. It's a terrible environment, and people are having to pay marked up prices and all that. Anyway, here's the story. So back, I think it was in November, I decided, okay, I need to buy a bike for making content in 2022. The Norden seems like the bike everyone's excited about. So I called my local dealer, who I'd bought like 2 or 3 bikes from in the past. They're really nice people. And I said, okay, here's a deposit, whatever, put my name down. And I want to get one of the first Norden. So they said, okay, you're number 2 in line, and you know, we'll call you. We should get our first bikes sometime around Christmas time. So anyway, some time passed. I talked to them around Christmas. They said, okay, we just got 1 bike, and that went to the first guy. So I was bummed that I missed out on being the first, but anyway. Then So they said it'll probably be a couple more weeks, so like early January. So I called them like mid-January or late January, I think it was, and I said, oh, how's the Norden going? And they said, well, you're number 5 on the list, so we just got 3 more bikes or 4 more bikes, so those are all gone. You might have to wait till March. And I was like, wait, what? Wait a minute. I thought you said I was 2nd on the list. So either I misheard them or they messed something up. I don't know. I'm not going to point fingers. It's water under the bridge. But I tried to support them and it didn't work out. Anyway, so what I did was, this was like a few days ago that I got that news. And so then I was like, I got to get one of these bikes. So I looked on Cycle Trader all around the Southern California area to see if there were any listings for bikes, because I thought maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe there's a bike available somewhere. So I found a few listings. This dealership down in the San Diego area showed 4 of them. So, and I knew the dealership. I'd worked with them before. So I was like, oh, this is awesome, great. So I called them and they said, well, you're in luck. We got 3 or 4 in the crates delivered. This was like 2 days ago. I called them. They said, we got 4 of them in the crate. 3 of them are already sold, but they said the 4th one is available. And I said, I'll take it. Like, here's my credit card, whatever. I'll come down, you know, let me know when it's ready. So that was a couple days ago, and that brings us to today. So that was the story of getting it. I was hoping to get this bike like over a month ago, but it didn't work out. There's just so little supply of these motorcycles, which is kind of the case with everything right now. So anyway, that's the backstory. So Brian just said I'm only going to keep the bike 6 months. I don't know. What do we think? This is Brian from Pacific Power Sports. Say hi, Brian.
Hello there. Gonna get the Norden 901 all fixed up.
Yeah, so I'm just got to pick up handguards. So yeah, I've got to pick up handguards and what else? Oh, if you have a dual venture front tire, I should get one. Yes. Because I like the dual venture front tire. I just sold my T7 with that tire on it, and I have that on my GS too. It's a tubeless one, right? The wider.
Yep, this is the 90/90 21 tubeless. It's perfect for
that's the awesome tire. That'll look way better than the stock tires on the stock tires are a little bit wimpy on the bike. So, and then the Barkbuster handguards, which I like to use the Barkbuster because they made specifically for the bike. You know, they fit, not some universal thing.
And when your rear tire wears out, that's the Rowley's rear.
I have that tire in the size actually because I have it. When I sold my 790, I kept it. Oh, it only has like 300 miles on it.
Oh, perfect.
So I still have got one.
Yeah, cool.
And it's only like you know, a year old, so and it's been stored inside, so the rubber should be good. Good. So yeah, this is the Rouse tire, and then Moto has all sorts of amazing tires.
So what you have a choice in plastics. VTF is the most common, or we have Storm, which is more full coverage.
I think I want do you have this in all black? Yeah. I think I want, because I don't want the white. So here's the Barkbuster kit. So I'm getting the all black VPS spoilers, which is like a 2-piece. So it has a larger thing that also kind of expands it. They also sell the Storm, which is a larger one. These are the little sliders for it.
The skid plates.
Skid plates, I'm sorry. Yeah. And then this is the Barkbusters themselves. And here's kind of how it's going to look. These are the little slider things I talked about. So
and an additional windshield that
I'm going to put that on because it's
you can see it's added, and you can adjust the height on it too.
Awesome. Yeah. So this will be some of the first stuff I put on the bike, and I think it'll look really good with the Motos tires too. So thanks, Brian, for hooking me up. I got to pay Brian now, so we're going to do that off camera. Got to pay him his millions. So. Hey, so I'm here. I made it to the dealer, Moto. Well, I shouldn't say the dealer name, sorry. I'm going to go inside and give him my paperwork, and I've got my cashier's check, and then we'll pick this thing up. So they're processing my paperwork right now, but look at their showroom. We've got all the nice stuff here. Triumph, MV Agusta, Ducati. Really, really nice dealership. All the really cool European bikes. Here's the new Trident. I really want one of these. Maybe they could throw in a Trident with a Norden. Here's a Multistrada. Oh, here's a Norden right here. Here we go. I don't think this is mine because mine's getting prepped in the back. I have a Himalayan. Thought about getting one of those. Hypermotard. That's pretty. Oh my God, don't bring your checkbook here, I swear. Here she is. Got all the paperwork done, took delivery. Pretty exciting. I'm excited. Got to get it in my truck, get this thing home. All right, so I got the bike home last night, like late at night, and because I live far away from the dealership, so now it's the next morning. Let me show you guys quickly what I had to pay for the bike with all the fees and stuff, and then we'll go outside and take a quick walk around, and then we'll end this video out. But don't worry, it's going to be a full ride review in the next couple days, so be patient. The bike I haven't even ridden it yet. Okay, so here's my buyer's order for the bike. You can see, again, I'm in the US and California, so the MSRP is $13,999 US. Freight, which is something that Husky charges, the dealership does not control that. That's $595, all right? My dealer charges a $445 prep or rigging fee. That's to basically reimburse them for the cost of uncrating the bike, getting it set up and delivered and all that. So different dealerships have different amounts for this freight, but most dealerships are going to charge freight. And then going down through here, there's an extra $100 that California charges you because you're buying a vehicle with a gas engine, I guess. It's just another one of these crazy California things that you have to pay. So then we come down here, sales tax in the county where I live is 7.75%. So that's $1,179. Title, license, registration $260. That's California fee in addition to the other $100. And then dock fee $85. That's a dealership fee. So it brings up the total to this number right here, $16,667. All right, so that's the out-the-door price for my Norden here in Southern California from this dealer. So that's what I paid for the bike. Now, I know a lot of people are paying more than that. I refuse to pay any sort of dealer markup, or sometimes they call it ADM, additional dealer markup. Even though supply lines are tight and stuff like that, I really don't believe in paying the extra stuff. So I was lucky to find a dealer that wasn't charging that. And I got one of their last bikes. So why don't we go outside, take a look at the bike. Here she is. Brand new Norden 901. It is a very, very nice looking machine. Really love the design of it. And a lot of little nice details that when you study the bike up close you can see. But it's very nicely finished and just gives a higher feeling of quality and kind of more finished off than something like a KTM 790 or 890. Like everything from the texture of the seat, which is kind of this almost like Alcantara kind of texture, to the finish on the fairings, to the windshield, everything just has a nice quality feel to it. Let me flip on the bike here for you guys, show you the dashboard. So the dashboard is a lot different than the KTM's, and it's very easy to use. I already customized my quick select buttons over here. I also like that these buttons are all backlit at night. But the control interface is, it works kind of similar to the KTM if you've used that, but the graphics are all different. So I'll show all this in one of my next videos, but anyway. So don't worry, I know this is just a very early taste of the bike. I haven't even ridden it yet, so please be patient. I know you guys have a ton of questions. I've already compiled a lot of your questions already, which I'm going to be answering in the next week or two. But if there's more questions that you want to add, just put them below in the comments and I will add those to my list of questions. Otherwise, stay tuned for episode 2, where we're going to actually ride the bike. I'm also going to do an episode where I take the bike all apart. Like I'm going to take off the fairings and the windshield, the seat, and show you kind of how everything works, what's underneath, and some of the cool features of the bike. We're going to be doing that as well. So a lot of cool stuff coming up. So stay tuned for that. Please support the channel with the ways in the description below that I'll list out. Otherwise, thanks for watching. We'll see you out there.